Hello, shalom, God bless you. Got a really cool vision I just got. Last video, I talked about how I had seen a couple visions and one of them was fruit. Well, this time I got another vision of fruit. God was telling me about how there was a lot of smells, right? He was like, you wouldn't believe the smells that I'm aware of, because he's aware of everything. And then, like he always does, he made it very cool and turned it around. Instead of it being funny, he made it wholesome, and he was like, but some of the things that you have done are up there with some of the sweetest aromas I've ever smelled. And I immediately saw this vision of like a tree, and it looked I was standing in front of it and I was looking up, and it was like broccoli shaped, like it was a brown trunk, and it had branches but no leaves, and it had these blue, like bright blue, almost crystal blue, circular, like they look like Christmas ornaments, but they were fruit. And there was like these dark blue specks either on them or floating in them, and it was innumerable. The amount of fruit, there was a lot. It looked like this kind of. I'm a bad artist, so bear with me, okay? But it was like, I was standing in front of it and I was looking up at it, and you could see the branches, the brown branches and the brown trunk, and it was just so many, and they were all the same size. Perfect circles, and they were hanging on their own branches, right? And I saw it for just a split second, it was pretty cool. I asked him what that one was, because the last fruit that I had seen, the purple one, God explained to me while we were out evangelizing. I was praying for somebody, or we were praying for somebody, right? And I was asking for them to be aware and confident in God's provision. And the guy next to me kind of scoffed, because it sounded like prosperity gospel for a second to him. But I caught it, and when I was praying, and I said, no, I'm talking about faith, I'm talking about providing faith, because without faith, you cannot please God. That's when God had gave me the revelation that the purple fruit I had seen was, the river of purple fruit in the air. That was faith. And this fruit, I had sat there and I just kind of waited, to see what he was saying. And he said that blue ornament looking fruit was generosity. Nothing you do is wasted. With God, even the things that the enemy uses to destroy you, he turns around for your good through your daily reverence and consistency in your obedience and walk alongside with him on that narrow path. It's narrow for a reason, It's not easy, but it is possible with God. It's pretty cool. I hope to see more fruit, and I hope to tell you about it. So I've seen faith and generosity. God bless y'all. Stay faithful, and don't be too hard on yourself. 2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 11 through 13. Verse 13 says, even when we are faithless, he is still faithful, because he cannot deny himself. God's with you. He's always been. Just takes us recognizing it. Life is good because God is good. He was there in the beginning. He's going to be there in the end. And he wants us to be with him for eternity. To the point he died for it. You know what I'm saying? Read, pray, turn on some worship music. We're blessed to be Gentiles in the age of grace. Make sure to find things to be grateful for today. God bless y'all.